afternoon, Winston families. Thank you for joining me today. My name is Claudia Sanchez, and I am proud to serve as a principal at Winston Elementary. The purpose of this pre-recorded presentation is to continue our efforts to keeping you informed of important information and activities happening here at Winston. As in the September and October town hall meetings, the information I share with you today is centered around 5 guiding principles of our district's Safe Start Plan. They are: 1, providing our families with accurate and timely information. 2, the health and safety of our students and faculty. 3, resources to ensure the continuity, mental health, and well-being of our students and staff. 4, high-quality instruction. And 5, educational equity for all our scholars. Winston Elementary will serve and support our scholars, families, and community to ensure success for every child every day through communication, community building, and service. Our vision is SOAR, every child, every day. SOAR stands for Strive for Excellence, Overcome Obstacles, Achieve Success, Reach New Heights. This afternoon, I will share information regarding how our transition to in-person learning is going and how it will look based on parent choice for the 3rd and 4th 6 weeks. I will also reinforce the safety protocols that the campus has put in place to ensure a safe learning environment for students. I will remind you of the resources that are available to our students and families to promote their social well-being. And finally, I will discuss school choice and zones of innovation. Our guiding principle number 1 is accurate and timely information. Over the next few minutes, I will share our attendance rates and highlight examples of great work from our students and our teachers. We have faced many challenges during this pandemic, but we have been able to work through those challenges and obstacles together. It is so incredibly important that our students stay connected with their teachers and that they are actively engaged in their learning. And for this, I need your support. I need to make sure that they do not fall behind, and I kindly ask that you, as a parent, encourage your child to attend class every day via the learning mode you selected. Our teachers, our staff, and administrators are here to serve and support you and your child's educational needs. Please reach out to us if your child needs any additional support and/or assistance. We are learning and growing together. And I would like to remind you of our hashtag for this year, Better Together. Know that we are here to support you as you continue to work alongside us to create the best learning environment for our scholars and ensure that their academic needs are being met. Also, our district website has specific training videos for parents on how to use our online learning platforms. So if you need any information at all about any ways that you can support your child's learning, please let us know and we'll make sure to get the information that you need. While all of our teachers and staff are working hard and diligently to prepare and deliver high quality lessons, I would like to give a special recognition and shout out to Ms. Lindsay Inostroza as an example of just how hard our campus staff is working for our students. Here, you can see Ms. Inostroza teaching a math lesson and then working one-on-one with a student to ensure understanding and mastery of the task at hand. In the same manner, our students are doing exciting things. Here, you see Robert one of our third grade students in Ms. Nostrosa's classroom, using his iPad to complete a math activity. These are just an example of what makes our school and our school family so special. Our goal for the fourth grading period is to ensure that 100% of our students are really participating every day. Thank you again for supporting your children in achieving this very important goal. Continuing with guiding principle number 1, I would like to share some very important dates with you. During the week of December the 8th through the 11th, many of our high school students will be taking their end of course STAR exams. This does not pertain to our students here at Winston, but it's important information for you to have. December the 14th is the deadline for our parents to submit the parent commitment form for the fourth grading period that begins on January the 11th. Students of parents that do not complete the parent commitment form by this date will be placed in the remote learning option for the duration of the fourth 6-week period, which means they will continue to work from home using their technology to connect to teachers and to our school. December the 18th is an early release day and the end of the third week grading period. Early release is at 11:45 a.m. Students will have their winter holiday from December the 21st, 2020 through January the 1st, 2021. January 4th through the 8th is an intersession week for students who need extra practice and support or might need intervention. If your child is selected for this extra week of instruction, your teacher will let you know before the winter holidays. January the 11th marks the first day of the 4-6 weeks and the return of all of the students from the winter holidays. As stated in the previous slide, Tuesday, December the 8th through December the 11th will be the end of course start testing for designated high school students. In an abundance of safety, the decision has been made that these days will be remote learning for all high school students that are not required to take the December administration of those exams. Again, parents, this is for your information. These testing dates do not apply to Winston Elementary or any other elementary student. Our guiding principle number 2 centers around health and safety. So I want to let you know how we are reinforcing our safety plans. I will also share what plans we have in place if ever one of our students or staff members develop symptoms or test positive for COVID-19. I am sharing this information with you to reassure you that safety remains our #1 priority here at Winston and share ways we plan to ensure a safe learning environment for all our Winston students. As we come upon December the 14th and the deadline for parents to submit the parent commitment form for the fourth grading period that will begin on January the 11th, we want to review the different types of learning modes we have available for all our students. The first is on campus. That means that we eventually want 100% of our students to be able to return. At this time, we have 195 students on our campus full-time. It has been going very well with all of our safety plans in place. I will review those in just a moment. The second option is a remote learning option, in which students work from home using their technology. At this time, we have 172 students using this model. Our attendance rate for the first 12 weeks of school is at 92.1%. Our goal is 97%. So I ask for your help to ensure that we are able to meet our attendance goal. Remember that your child is present when they are in person and in class. They attend a class remotely with a teacher, or is engaged in a class remotely without a teacher. As we approach the second semester, we would also like to remind you that students must be in attendance 90% of the time in order to receive credit or to pass on to the next grade level. If your child is in a pre-kinder through fifth grade classroom, or for Winston students in a first through fifth grade classroom, attendance is taken daily, and if your child is in middle school, attendance is taken for each class. I encourage your child to attend class every day. It is so incredibly important that our students are actively engaged in their learning, and we need your support to make sure that they do not fall behind in their studies. At this time, I would also like to encourage our parents of those students that are struggling with remote learning, and or have a 70% or below in any core subject to return to campus for face-to-face instruction. We want our students to be successful and make sure they are getting the individualized support and instruction that each one of them needs. So I ask that you please consider what is best for your child, emotionally, health-wise, and academically. As we transition more students onto campus during the second 6 weeks and the third 6-week period, we saw improvements in grades and in student engagement. We were able to provide instruction for those students that needed more support, and we saw great gains. As the second semester begins in January, we will continue to honor your selection for your child's learning mode. We will continue to implement our safety protocols to keep our scholars, our staff, families as safe as possible. Thank you, Winston, and thank you for allowing us to be a part of your child's education. Again, safety is our #1 priority, and I want to ensure you that our campus continues to ensure safety procedures and protocols are in place as more and more students return to campus. Our district and our campus have taken safety measures that include the use of personal protective equipment, or PPE, by every staff member and every student. Disinfectant spray and paper towels are located in every room. Hand sanitizing stations are spread throughout the campus, and we have regular deep cleaning by our wonderful custodial team. Before I take some minutes to review essential parts of our campus safety plan, I want you to know that we put safety as the #1 priority, because that allows our students to focus on their #1 priority, which is their learning. Of course, each week, prior to students arriving on campus, parents are completing our Dr. Owl screener. Staff and faculty complete this daily prior to them entering the building as well. This helps to ensure that students, staff, and visitors that enter the building verify that they do not have any COVID-19 symptoms. When students arrive, the first thing they see are screening stations in the entryways of the building, as well as in our car loop. Campus staff are there to greet them, take their temperature, and provide hand sanitizer before ushering them into the building. Students receive a breakfast bag and they go directly to their classroom using a designated hallway. They travel in the same direction and they maintain social distancing. As you can see in the slide, signs have been placed throughout the entryways, hallways, and on floors to remind students to stay safe by keeping 6 feet apart, washing and sanitizing their hands regularly, and walking one way to avoid close contact with their peers. Student transitions during the day have been kept to a minimum and are limited to entry, lunch, some specials classes, and dismissal. When students do not move during the day from one location to another, they will do so in a staggered way to avoid large groups traveling together at the same time, and social distancing is always required. When students enter their classroom, again, they see signs and floor markings that show which direction to walk. Students eat breakfast in their classroom before getting the day started with their WINS classroom. As a reminder, parents, please make sure your child brings their technology every day so that they can engage in learning activities alongside with their remote learning peers. Throughout the day, we have specific times for hand washing as well as restroom breaks. For lunch, students are escorted to the cafeteria to pick up their meal, and they will eat in the cafeteria, keeping social distancing at all times. Parents, thank you very much for reinforcing with your students how important it is for them to follow our campus safety procedures. Our staff is paying careful details to safe practices to ensure that your child is healthy and safe, but they cannot do this alone. It takes a full partnership between the home and our school, between our students, our families, and our school personnel to make this work. If a student becomes symptomatic or tests positive for COVID while on campus, we immediately refer them to the nurse. We call home for a pickup, sanitize areas on campus, and then we will notify all parents that we have had a positive case on campus. We also have a safety plan for staff in case one were to become symptomatic or test positive for COVID while they are on campus. We immediately have them leave campus, thoroughly clean the areas in school, notify families of the positive test, and the staff member will be out until they have medical clearance by their doctor. If you haven't done so already, please take some time to view our school safety reentry plan that is located on our campus website. You will also find a reentry video that details some of what I just shared with you on how we ensure the health and safety of all our face-to-face learners. The video provides information on everything from our entry points for each grade level to signs around campus that will be used to ensure social distancing, check-in stations for each staff member and student, and a variety of other helpful information meant to inform our community. Guiding principle number 3 focuses on continuity, mental well-being, and health. We are still sharing the stress of the unique situations that this pandemic has put us through. I would like to take this opportunity to remind you of the resources in place to assist with the mental health and well-being of our students and our families. Our counselor and social worker continue working together to reach out to students and families that may have a unique challenge to get them connected to school and community resources. These services include academic support and social emotional supports, and they may involve individual or small group counseling, behavior intervention supports, home visits, attendance, family crisis response, homelessness, and other resources for parents' mental and physical health care, utilities, and shelter, just to name a few. As a reminder to our families, Edgewood ISD community resource officers assist families in many different ways, and they include food distribution, assistance with clothing and household appliances, mental health, hygiene, and they also help connecting families with nonprofit organizations for urgent needs such as rental assistance and or shelter. Their services are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and they may be reached at 210-444-4558. Community Labs is an organization that is working with school districts, businesses, and communities to create COVID-19 safety zones throughout our city. Being part of this program allows us to provide an additional layer of safety for those attending school in person and enhances a safe reopening of schools. They provide pain-free front nostril PCR test kits that are easy to use and are self-administered on site. Results are given within 12 to 24 hours. Our guiding principle number 4 is high quality instruction. To ensure that each one of our students receive high quality instruction, at Winston, we have put in place specific plans to respond to students and staff members that may become ill during the day or who may have been exposed to COVID. For the next few minutes, I will share our plans so that you know exactly what actions the school will take. Right before the break, we hope you had a chance to attend our virtual school choice fair to learn all about the school choices you have within Edgewood ISD. The Smart Choice School application for 21-22, that is for next school year, is now open to our families, is 100% online, and it only takes a few minutes to complete. All families, including those of students residing in Bexar County but outside of Edgewood ISD, have the opportunity to choose what school their student may attend. I ask that you visit our website listed on the slide to apply. The deadline for the application is February 10th, 2021. And that website is, as you can see on the slide, www.eisd.net/enrollment. As I shared during the last town hall meeting, high quality instruction works best when there is a partnership between parents and the school. Here at Winston, we are committed to strengthening that bond and our partnership with our parents to ensure that every one of our students has an opportunity to be successful. Thank you for your active participation in and in support of your child's education. This school year looks very different and it's like no other. And yet, despite the challenges of this pandemic, I want you to know that we are in this together and we will get through it together. We are Team Winston and we are always better together. As we close, I want to emphasize that our district's #1 outcome is to graduate all scholars, college, career, or military ready per their expected date of graduation. This afternoon, I shared information centered around 5 guiding principles of our district's Safe Restart Plan. Specifically, providing our families with timely and accurate information, the health and safety of our students and families, resources to ensure the continuity, mental health, and well-being of our students and staff, high-quality instruction, and educational equity for all our scholars. I am grateful for the opportunity to serve your child's educational needs and appreciate your continued support and partnership. Again, thank you very much for your time today. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Please reach out to me if you have any questions or concerns. You can reach me at the school at 210-444-8450 or through email at csanchez@eisd.net. Once again, thank you for your time and be safe.